It's been a long time. Hi, everyone. I'm Janelle, and on this channel, I help solo travelers explore the world with confidence by sharing honest guides, travel tips, and real experiences. Today, I want to talk about the usage of ChatGPT, how travelers are adding them onto their itineraries, and if this is going to be a valuable tool for you. AI tools like ChatGPT, I've seen DeepSeek, even GuideGeek, they are going to be great for travelers who are looking to brainstorm a rough draft for their itineraries. Typically, I would prefer to use Google search. I like to come onto YouTube. You all can watch my channel for additional tips that are going to help you. Sometimes ChatGPT is going to get it wrong. I go to TikTok, Instagram, IG not so much, but definitely TikTok. I will go to YouTube Shorts. I will go to the blogs. I need a wealth of information. That way I'm just not relying on one particular source when I am traveling. And also, I am the type who doesn't need to do a deep dive into planning. I like to figure it out once I get to the destination. So keep that in mind as well. Some of you, if you're more type A, you want everything planned out, your T's crossed, I's dotted, then you're going to, of course, do everything beforehand. And you can use ChatGPT to assist you in this. When you are entering the prompts for the chatbots, you want to be as specific as possible. The more vague you are, you're not really giving them clear details or questions, demands, you're going to see that it's reflected in that itinerary. And you could be just roaming all over the place in some foreign land. We don't want you to do that. So give specific prompts. Tell them what your travel preferences are, what your budget is, what type of traveler are you? Are you more slow paced? Do you like to see everything and check it off of your list? What time of year are you traveling? Food that you like to eat. Y'all know I am vegetarian. This is a major factor that travelers need to look into as well. Last year, I went to New York with my friends. We each picked a day, and I was like, in my mind, I'm still doing these YouTube videos. I don't really have time to figure out an itinerary. So I went to ChatGPT. It was for Harlem. I specifically was looking up, Black friendly destinations, and I wanted a detailed itinerary just for the day where me and my friends could check out Harlem. Y'all, it was getting some things wrong. The route was okay, but while we were actually doing it, I was realizing how long we would have to walk to get from place to place. My day was the first day, so I'm just coming in already tired. New York, it just drains your energy. I love the city, but it is a lot of walking. Now, mind you, the itinerary, it did say from ChatGPT that it's going to take you 3 to 4 hours if you were leisurely moving. I remember putting in that I was vegetarian and I wanted to check out some Black-owned vegan spots. Y'all, they gave me a place. I, had the thought to look it up. It was permanently closed or temporarily closed. Sometimes ChatGPT, they're not going to get openings correct. You might go to locations, the museum or what have you, it might be closed. So you need to do your fact checks in addition to whatever ChatGPT has given you. Verify the details, all right? If it's about visas, this is not something that I'm going to be relying on, all right? I am going to go to that country's embassy site, look up the information. You need to go to the trusted sources. ChatGPT, they're still working it out. What the chatbot does, they pull information from online sources. The more people who have reviewed a place or, they've written down tips from blogs or whatever, ChatGPT is going to compile it and then they will give you their response. Again, I want you to remember, if you are entering in vague prompts, it's going to lead to generic results, and that is not what you want. AI can save time for inexperienced travelers. They are going somewhere for the first time. They're too busy with life, work, kids, family, what have you. And they really aren't the type who likes to put in hours of researching. I know that there are some people who do like that. And doing all of that research, you're looking at an influencer's video, but they left out information and you start to get overwhelmed. This is when ChatGPT can be a valuable resource for you. AI can simplify your planning. I do want you to remember that it might miss things that locals who live in the destination would catch. Seasoned travelers, who have the experience like myself. All right. So what I would say is you enter your information, put it into ChatGPT, be as specific as possible with your prompts, and then fact check that mug. Do not, and I'm going to repeat, do not just fly out with your ChatGPT. You like, I'm good to go. I'm about to, see the world over the seas. And then you start running into issues because you didn't double check. It is up to you. You are the human here. Okay. Trust your instinct and double check. Some travelers, they prefer to use travel agents. I'm going to talk about the TAs later down the line at some point because I have some opinions on the matter. There are those who cannot afford travel agents. Again, this would be the time where they can turn to ChatGPT. Use it as a starting point because we all know that prices with flights, hotels, excursions, tourist attractions can fluctuate. Even schedules or availability, depending on the weather. You really need to take all of this into consideration, my friends. I do want to mention the energy usage, how these data centers, they are going to be using a lot of water to keep the bots going. There's also the discussion that training these kinds of AI systems is going to consume a huge amount of energy, which is going to negatively impact the environment, and it leads to significant carbon emissions. Researchers have estimated that one ChatGPT query consumes about 5 times more electricity than a simple search on Google. Those of you who are into saving the planet and reducing your footprint, AI might not be the choice for you. But I mean, there's so many other things that you are doing. You are, I would assume, driving your car, right? You're not composting. What I'm getting at is do what's best for you. Some people love to use ChatGPT. It is my assistant. I give it prompts on the daily. It has been a huge plus for me being on YouTube. I do everything. I have this card right here. It says all videos written, filmed, edited, everything by me. Give it up, give it up. This video 86. I even asked Chat if I hurt its feelings. ChatGPT said, not at all. You didn't hurt my feelings. Questioning AI, discussing its limits, or pointing out pros and cons is actually the healthiest way to talk about this topic, especially as a traveler and creator. So thank you, Chat. You are my A1 day one, my personal assistant. I know some of y'all be talking to y'all's ChatGPT like it's your friend too. It's not just me. When you are the only person planning, whether it's for a video that you're putting online or even traveling, it can be overwhelming. And I use ChatGPT on the regular, whether it's Google Gemini. I mean, AI is a valuable tool. The key word here is valuable resource. It said, honestly, audiences trust creators more when they acknowledge nuance instead of hype. Hype me up. You know how you can get a hype down on a video? I haven't had a hype yet. Some of y'all hype me up. You can also enter in the prompt if you're looking up hidden gems. This is what ChatGPT gets right because it's going to compile, I mentioned this earlier, a list from other travelers' reviews, whether it was Google review, what they are saying on Travel Advisor, what the influencers, the travel journalists, even comments from TikTok, IG. It's going to compile that. And, if so many people have said, this is the place to go, this is the hot spot, it's a hidden gem, they are going to include that in the itinerary or as a hidden gem for you. They're extracting this information from all of the videos. Now, I don't know, can ChatGPT find information from videos? That is something that I am looking into, you guys. Even the CNN article here, it was talking about how travelers use it. It's a reliable tool for them. And they wanted to test the AI for their trips, specifically ChatGPT with travel planning questions to see how it performs across different locations and use cases. The test involves CNN travel journalists based in 5 major global cities around the world. They use ChatGPT with a range of prompts to generate trip ideas and itineraries. Based on CNN travel, one journalist, she used ChatGPT to help her plan a boat tour. Another person was in Atlanta and was able to discover the Krog Tunnel. That's amazing. I need to talk about that in my ATL guide. Someone else was saying sometimes ChatGPT can be the equivalent of hallucinations because the language model might make up information. It sent one of them to the Museum of London, which is actually closed, has been closed since 2022. That's why I was saying you need to double check. Someone who was in New York City, she was doing something similar to me. The chatbot sent her to Central Park, then to Midtown, East Side, and back to Rockefeller Center all in the morning. And if you were a local like she was, she lived in the city, she was saying it takes about 45 minutes to get from each of those neighborhoods. So being given that route was not realistic. Travelers still need to use their judgment, verify the information, and refine the AI suggestions to fit real logistics and personal preferences. And you need to know, even though it is going to be very helpful for you while planning your trips, it cannot replace human experiences. Yeah. Chatbots are not going to be able to give you real reviews unless it's just from other travelers. So you need to use a variety of, I would say, trusted sources here. You know, sometimes they are going to get it wrong. Whether you are a beginner to travel or you've been globetrotting the world for some time, AI can be used as a resourceful tool for helping you plan your trips. I suggest that you always look at the pros and the cons and fact check. Always do that so that your trip will be successful. Again, I'm going to remind you, on my channel, I'm going to give you the real deal, the scoop from the countries, the cities, and places that I have visited. I'm going to give you some wild stories from time to time. Definitely there's going to be vegetarian food reviews. I'm sharing with you my firsthand judgment, my intuition, and my final say. And you can take all of these from me in addition to whatever chatbot you want to use so that you can see the world too. That's the whole point, right? Use AI, use the chatbots as an add-on to your itinerary, and you're going to be good to go. It is good seeing all of you. I'm glad to be back. Yes, it was a long hiatus. Happy New Year. If you are interested in looking at more solo travel tips, go ahead and click here, and I'm going to see you in the next video.